You ever find yourself standing in the middle of something that you didn't plan for, but somehow it feels like you are exactly where you're supposed to be? Like you're fumbling your way through thinking that you're behind, but looking back, you realize that you were truly learning the whole time. That's been me for more seasons than I can count. And the truth is, growth doesn't always come with a plan. Sometimes it looks like you saying yes before you're ready, showing up nervous, trusting yourself enough to figure it out along the way. And it's not about knowing everything, but it's about being willing to just try. You don't need permission to start. You just need belief. You need heart. You just need a little audacity.
Few things are as powerful.
What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Affirmations for Black Girls podcast, where we focus on personal growth and cultivating a healthy relationship with ourselves. I am your host, Tyra, the creative actress, content creator, and mental health enthusiast. And today, you guys, we have a super fun episode. This is a video episode, you guys. So if you are listening on your favorite podcast listening platform, feel free to stay, or you can head over to YouTube and you can watch me and Miss Tyra B. A lot of you guys know her. She is over our book club. Today we have a super fun episode. We are discussing one of the books in the book club, but do not stop there, y'all. Do not turn this off because you don't have to have read this book to listen into this episode. So without further ado, Miss Tyra B, say hey to the people.
Hey to the people. Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Is that too country?
Hey, y'all. We both country. We both from the South.
Mm-hmm.
So, Tyra, tell everybody who you are and what you be doing for the podcast.
Okay. Well, hi, hello. It's me, Tyra B. But you guys might know me as Tyra Too. I write the newsletters. I do copywriting. So that means I'm writing a lot of words for the podcast, like the ad reads and the newsletters. But, you know, I've been around for a little bit.
She has, y'all. Tyra has been around it's been over a year. We just came up on a year.
Mm-hmm.
When was that? 2 months ago?
Something like that.
A year and some change.
Yeah.
A year and some change. But you were an avid listener of the podcast before
I was
that.
listening before.
Mm-hmm.
And that one episode where you were like, I need to hire some
that
people.
one time.
And I happened to catch it right before the deadline. I was like, hey.
Literally right before. And when you sent it, I was like, girl, why did you apply?
Like, why did you do
that? Why didn't you just text me? I was like, girl, yeah, of course. Boom. And you had the job right then and there. Cause baby, okay. So just so you guys know what we are talking about today. I think there's something special about a fresh start that comes after falling apart. And we're going to talk a lot about talk
about falling apart.
And, picking up the pieces, picking them back up, putting them back together. But the book that we're talking about today is Fake It Till You Bake It by Jamie Wesley. It is a novel. It's a 2-part series, right? 2 or 3?
I believe it's going to be 3, but right now there's 2 books out because, it's 3 main male characters.
Yeah, so it's a 2-part series right now, maybe going to turn into 3. And it is a romance novel. And I absolutely love a good romance, y'all. I'm not a huge reader. I'm not going to even lie to you. Not super huge, but this is a book that we're going to be discussing today. So if you did read along, this was an August read, right?
Mm-hmm.
This was an August read. So make sure that if you interested in romance novels, baby, you add this to your list. Okay. So in this book, Jamie reminds us that joy often comes disguised as a detour. And let me tell you, our girl Jada.
Ooh, girl Jada.
She took a huge detour. But before we jump into that, we have to do our affirmation of the week. So I'm going to hand it over to Tyra B.
This week's affirmation is, every misstep is a setup for something sweeter. Let's take some time. Every misstep is a setup for something sweeter. Every misstep is a setup for something sweeter. Every misstep is a setup for something sweeter. Now, I don't know if y'all hearing that like I was hearing it, but the something sweeter, that's a little something to be hopeful for.
Exactly. The thing is, and I was just listening, every misstep is a step towards something sweeter. I don't really believe in missteps for real. You know what I mean? Like, because God orders every single step that we have, but we do consider them missteps because it's like a course correct that's happening. And it's like, oh, shoot, okay, this isn't working. Let me go ahead and sidestep over here. And we don't know what is to come, but literally everything, it's just saying everything
It's
works
really
together
just a
for your
step.
good. Yeah.
It's a step.
It's just a step because nobody can go through life making the right step every single time.
There is literally no perfect pathway at all. Like literally.
Exactly. I think so many of us feel like we have to have, especially in this day and age as millennials that are entering real adulthood, because we've been adults, but we actually adults now.
We
like
was
for real. We was kid adults. Yes. But now I feel like a lot of us think that we have to have everything figured out before we do take that first step. But the truth is healing and growing and even success can start in the most unexpected places. I'll be the first one to say that I didn't know I was going to end up here. I didn't know that my life was going to look like this at almost 31 years old. I was actually just on the phone with Janae last night and I was telling her, I was like, girl, I did this when I was 21. This was happened to me when I was 25. And she was like, it just seemed like you lived 4 or 5 lives. And I was like, yes.
Low key.
High key. High key. I lived so many different lives. And I think that alone, as I've gotten a little older, has shown that you don't have to have everything figured out. You just got to put one foot in front of the other and literally keep going. But success can start in the most unexpected places. Like in our book, it can start in a bakery. Maybe it can start on a reality show, like a girl's Jada. You know what I'm saying? It may be a relationship that you didn't see coming. I've had a couple of those as well. And it's just so invigorating, I guess. But breaking the rules a little, you never know, because you might be able to find your dessert first.
A little something sweet.
So before we jump all the way in, y'all, I want to give y'all a little premise of the book. So I'm going to read the actual back cover of the book here. Okay. Jada Townsend Matthews is the most reviled woman in America after turning down a marriage proposal on a reality dating show. When she comes home to lick her wounds, Jada finds herself working at San Diego's newest cupcake bakery, Sugar Blitz, alongside the uptight owner and professional football player, Donovan Dell. When a reporter mistakenly believes Jada and Donovan are an item, they realize they can use the misunderstanding to their advantage to help the struggling bakery and rehabilitate Jada's image. Faking a relationship should be simple, but sometimes love is the most unexpected ingredient. Fake It Till You Bake It is a sweet confection of a novel, the perfect story to curl up with while enjoying a cupcake on the side.
Period.
Girl, first of all, what you thought about the book? How we even got here?
How did we get here?
Because you picked this book.
Since I kind of run the book club, I did select all the books, and I did specifically put this for August. Our August theme was learning, like, I think continuing education as an adult is what the theme is. And I think Jada learned a lot of skills. And so I thought this was an appropriate read for August, back to school season, trying something new. I originally read this book last year.
Okay. Because you told me about it. You was just like, oh, I think this would be great. And Tyra, you a chef.
Exactly.
I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Exactly. I love it.
I remember liking it, but I think I read it in December. I remember liking it, and I wanted to share it with the world. I read both books, actually. So I know tea that you don't know.
Well, I do know that the second book is based on one of his friends. Which one? Andrew? Nathan. I don't even know if that's their names. Anyway, y'all, I'm horrible with names, especially in books.
Me too.
But it's Donovan's sister. Okay.
Donovan's sister and his teammate, who is also one of his business partners. But aside from that, I really enjoyed this book. It was a cute little fun little romance read. I'm a sucker for a fake dating trope. Fake dating, fake relationship. I don't know how many of y'all know about tropes in romance books, but there's a couple that I take a liking to. And this one has the fake dating trope.
I don't like it. Here's the thing. In real life, don't fake date me.
It's not very realistic.
don't fake date me. You better date me for real. And that's the thing. So that's what I wanted to get into because y'all, literally me and Tyra were sitting here getting everything set up. And I was like, oh, I just want to, nope, I'm going to wait till we talk. I'm going to wait till we talk.
I want to hear.
I mean, we can also leave it a little bit, but I think this is the segment that we're actually talking mostly about the book. When it comes to romance novels, I don't read too many of them, y'all. I read a couple of them. I've read a couple of them. And I feel like so many of them start like this. They hate each other and then they fall in love and then they break apart and then they come back. That's the whole thing. And I'm just that's
the whole spiel, the up, down.
For every single one. And it's like, I want to not see it all coming, but that didn't stop me from loving this book. Like literally, I did the audiobook, so I'm cheesing. Girl,
I'm kicking my feet. 2 times speed. Still
okay, exactly. And that's the thing. I knew that. So this is a Black romance as well, and I don't think I can really read anything that I don't see myself in.
Right.
Let me ask you this: when you think of Donovan Dale, who you think about?
I don't want to say Russell Westbrook because that's not the same vibe. That's like the first football player I could think of.
It don't even have to be a football player though.
I don't know. Because, the football players, they got... Yes. I don't know. I'd love to see a fan cast. I want to know who other people want to see in these roles. Because
I be having to have people in my brain. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I had real people in my brain. Like,
all right.
I had real men that's for my past in my brain. I was like, oh, okay, I can see this. But if I had to pick like a celebrity or something, girl, it had to be Aaron Pierre. Ooh. Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to move on. But it'll have to be him. Anyways, chugging right along. Let's talk about the metaphor of this, because we're talking about like missteps and, finding the sweetness in life. I love how the metaphor of baking was used for their love story as well, because it's both literal and it's emotional. It takes time. Love takes time. Baking takes so much time. It takes effort. Love takes effort. Exactly. And it also takes, especially, and I know this too well because I already went to culinary school, a willingness to try again when the recipe fails.
For sure.
That's the hard part in love.
I baked a little bit in my day, and the reason I don't bake as often is because baking is hard.
Baking is so hard, but it's just so... And this is just so crazy because
love
literally,
is so hard.
That's what I was about to say. Like literally, you can just change baking to love in all of this that we're talking about right now. Baking is so hard, but it's something about it that makes you want to do it again and do it right.
Yeah.
Yes. And get it right the next time, or work to it until you get to a place where you are comfortable in it.
Comfortable and cheesing.
Exactly.
It's possible.
It is.
I think my favorite thing to bake was blondies, and it took a while to get that recipe down because I was messing up a lot. The ratios.
Oh, yeah. I actually haven't ever made blondies.
Delicious.
They are really good. I've never made them, though. A lot of people always ask me, Tyra, what'd you like to make? What'd you like to make? What'd you like to make? And I'd be like, I don't know.
I don't like to make anything.
Jesus. I like to make new things. Like literally, that's my answer. I like to make something new that I don't make all the time. But croissants will be my favorite thing. But that is a labor of love. And that's great. Like this book is just so perfect because baking is always attributed to being a labor of love.
Truly. It truly is. Because like without the labor of love, then ain't no love.
Right.
All that effort and experience. Something to work towards. Let's get into what society kind of says about failing and like how we feel about that. Because I feel like society, it feels like such a stop and go thing. Like it feels like such a hard stop, like the word failure. Like that's such a harsh, hard stop word that people kind of feel like they have to overcome, when reality it's just like, it's part of the motion. It's part of like life, honestly. Like for me, I feel like a lot of people might be able to relate, but I was one of them little smart kids.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't gifted.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to college, like straight A's everywhere. Went to college, started getting these different, and I also finished college during COVID. So that's its own
That is
thing.
so crazy to me that you was in college. That is so crazy.
That was my senior, like literally my last semester of college. Is when COVID started.
Gosh. Okay.
And so that brought a lot of failure with it. I was supposed to graduate that semester and I didn't because I had like other life circumstances going on. And I really had to reshape the way I was thinking about my life at the moment to keep it pushing, really. Because like, you fail a class, you know, I wasn't trying to fail. I was taking care of somebody. I didn't want to fail, but who does?
Right.
Like, who wants to fail? So I really had to reshape, reconfigure the way I was like viewing tasks, viewing life, and just kind of, I definitely got to a space where I had to just ignore the social norms, ignore what society was saying, because everybody's like, oh, you got to graduate in 4 years, or like some people are like, oh, you have to do it like that same semester. I didn't graduate college on paper until a full year and a half after that.
Really?
I graduated on Christmas Eve of 2021 because of a really last minute assignment, for sure. But it got done. And
that's all that matters.
To like the failure, you know, I had to reconfigure, but the work I had to put in helped get to the finish line. Yeah.
I think, and that's the thing, like with school specifically, I think we are industrialized.
Very much
because when I was valedictorian of my class in high school, and I was like, oh yeah, I have to get the best of the best. I have to be the top of the top. And then when I went to college, I was like, oh, well, I mean, I have to double major. So I was, girl, yes, I was a double major. So I went to Northwestern State University and they had Scholars College. And through Scholars, I would have gotten a degree in liberal arts. And I was like, okay, I'll do liberal arts and I'll also do my theater degree. That first semester, so I failed a class. No, I didn't. I'm lying. I didn't fail a class. I'm lying. I got my first F in a class, and I was no good. I was like, me?
Right. The first time I was like,
F?
It's possible?
Tyra with an F? Tyra with an F? Exactly. And I was like, this is just so crazy. So after that, I felt like a failure for my whole freshman year because I was like, well, I can kiss valedictorian goodbye.
Clearly.
Because I ended up passing that class with a B. Like I've only, throughout my entire college career, I graduated early, all of that stuff. I got 2 Bs. And I knew I wouldn't be valedictorian, but I was so sad because it was like, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. What the hell? But I quickly changed my thought process around it, and I was like, okay, well, college ain't even about that. Like that's not even important.
What we're here for.
Right.
Like that's not gonna mean nothing.
It's not gonna mean anything at all. So I think when I have kids, especially teaching them that, first of all, failure is when you give up, not when you have gotten a certain grade on something, because as long as you keep pushing and try again or better yourself, like that's not even something that you need to be worried about. I think we as a society definitely care way too much about failure. There are so many people that are doing better than me that don't have a college degree.
Same.
Like failure, it's all subjective to who you are and your personal experience.
For sure.
I don't believe in failure unless I literally, like, failure equals giving up to me.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Some stuff be making me want to give up. But
yeah, but if we gonna keep it going, like, I haven't failed. Girl, don't get me started. So the title of the book is Fake It Till You Bake It. Let's talk about the difference between faking it and being authentic. I know a lot of people will say fake it till you make it.
Right.
And I guess that's where this title comes from on this book. But tell me a time when you was faking it in life. Maybe it became an authentic experience, but a time when you had that fake it till you make it type of mentality.
Very much so. My first full-time job.
Girl, where that was at? Oh, wait. In Manhattan Beach? Was that your first
It was
full-time job?
Huntington Beach.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, farther.
Oh, shoot.
Farther.
And you drove, which is crazy.
I was driving.
Mm-mm.
They promised me hybrid, and then they took that away swiftly.
Mm-mm.
But my first full-time job was, I literally got it, I think 2 weeks after I moved to LA.
That's good.
While I was still finishing an internship. So I like started like a full month after I moved. But my role was community manager and junior copywriter, and I was fresh out of 2 internships with very little job experience.
Yeah.
So I felt very lucky
Yeah.
that I was even offered the job. They did feel a little desperate the way they offered the job, but that's neither here nor there. But I was definitely like, I got dropped into like the ad agency environment without having a ton of experience. So I just had to vibe in there for a while until I like got my footing and had to have a lot of things explained to me, but that's the only way to learn.
Yeah.
So I was definitely like, eavesdropping here and there, taking notes.
Exactly.
Literally doing what you're supposed to do to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So I was definitely faking it, but I made it.
But I was about to say, then
I
you
got
made
the
it.
experience.
Right. Because then when I met you, I was just like, oh, okay, this is dope. This is what she do. She is about this life.
It's like, boom, portfolio.
Exactly. Boom.
Proof.
And I feel like everybody just be faking it till they make it. Like literally, there's
have to. Like, what is the alternative? Having it all together the first time around?
You ain't gonna never get nowhere.
Mm-mm.
Ever. I think for me, I would say that I was faking it when I was the head pastry chef at Black Bottom Southern Kitchen.
Speak on it.
Here's the thing, y'all. I never wanted to like work in a commercial kitchen. I just wanted to go to culinary school because I graduated from college early and I needed something else to do with my time instead of getting into the real world. That's it.
That's fair.
And I just wanted to hone my skills, and I moved back to New Jersey for a boy. So it all just worked. It all just worked out that way. But when I got the job, they were like, oh, you're going to be the head pastry chef at this restaurant. I'm like, how? I moved here in 2017. Exactly. 2017. How old am I? Like 23 years old. And I'm the head pastry chef at this place. What?
Those are big shoes to fill.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do the damn thing. I don't have nothing else that I can do outside of doing it. And every day I walked in there, I was like, well, this is what I would do. That's it. And I said stuff with my chest. I was confident. I had a small team working under me, and I stayed in that job for 2.5 years. And then, COVID happened and all of that type of stuff. So it eventually closed. The business eventually closed down, but I loved every second of it, but I would not go back. But it did teach me that I can do hard things.
Right.
And just because I'm young doesn't mean that I can't be in positions of power. That's what it taught me. But I was faking it. I didn't know what I was doing.
Scared.
Exactly. Okay, so we're talking about faking it, but then there's also a level to it where it can reach inauthenticity. And I think especially living in LA, we come across a lot of people who may be just living an inauthentic version of themselves. So how can we differentiate? What do you think about that? Because let me bring it back to the book for a second. I don't think not even one time, except for maybe that initial like first kiss between Jada and Donovan, that it was inauthentic. It was just like faking it until you made it to where you needed to be, but they were still deep down they were authentic self. Yeah, they're being
themselves with each other. I don't know if Jada was being herself with herself. But that's a different.
Right. That's a different story. But they were. It didn't give inauthenticity for me. Y'all, the book is so good. Y'all gotta read it. But yeah, like how do you like keep yourself from being inauthentic? I don't even think it's in my blood to be inauthentic. Like it's just
really
not.
Don't. Like, I'm not a liar. I don't have lying in me. Like putting on a mask, I feel takes so much energy unless you're really in that. And I feel like you would have to be in it for money, because I'm not spending all that energy being fake and inauthentic for nothing.
Exactly.
Like there's not a ton of clout to be chased.
Right.
Like I'm not really into that. So like, I don't know. It just feels like a choice. I know it's very possible for people in LA to come off inauthentic, but I don't know. You just kind of find the people, you can spot them a mile away.
You definitely can. I think the people that are living deep within inauthenticity, One, have not taken the time to get to know their true selves. And two, are just literally trying to live someone else's life because they think clout, they think it'll get them further than where their true self can get them. And I'm like, we only got one life to live. I don't have time for that.
I don't want to be nowhere I'm not really supposed to be.
Exactly. Why would you want to be somewhere that ain't for you?
Speak on that.
Like what? Especially as a Black person, baby, I don't
need to be in all the spaces.
Look, I don't. Because the thing is, the seat at the table will always be there for me where God ordained. My
name is on it.
Exactly.
The chair can go with me.
Okay.
My name is on it. It's my chair.
God's got a blessing with my name on it. That's my song. I think I went through a time in my life where I had to bake the joy back into it. Between the years of 2016 and 2019. So in 2016 and 2017, I lived in New Jersey. Girl, I did not care about my life. We're not even gonna get into all the stuff. I was telling Janae all of the details. Maybe I'll tell the podcast one day, but I did not care about my life back then. I was doing the utmost because I was a sad little girl. But and then when I moved out to LA, I was in a relationship that I didn't want to be in. I was taking care of a grown man. It was so stressful. And I didn't truly get to enjoy basically my whole 20s. I didn't really start enjoying life again until maybe like 27, 28. And I realized that we have to, and I've talked about this on the podcast before, but we have to actively find joy in everyday life. We have to actively live a life that we want to live. Like, we can't be out here being inauthentic. It's a waste of time.
It is a waste of time.
Like,
it's a waste of energy for
exactly.
sure.
I feel so strongly about that. And so now I'm like, okay, well, what are some ways that I'm baking joy into my life? You said it the other day. I'm the hobby
queen. Well, I don't even remember what I said the other day.
The hobby queen. Exactly. And that's I just subconsciously, I was like, okay, I want to do stuff that makes me literally happy. That's it. Boxing, pottery, gardening, baking, decorating my house, hosting more. I'm about to have the ice cream social. I haven't even told you the date of the ice cream social.
You sure haven't.
I gotta decide.
You said
on the
leave
date.
all of your Sundays open.
Leave your Sundays open. It's gonna be probably in 2 weeks, honestly. Okay. Not even gonna lie.
That might be the best option.
Yeah. It's probably gonna be in 2 weeks. But yeah, stuff like that. Like, we actively have to bake the joy in. We can't just wait for things to come our way because, once again, we only have one life to live. And both of us are single, as in not married and not having kids. This is the time to be selfish in our joy. This is a time for us to try all of the new things without any repercussions or without all of the extra responsibility that come with having a husband, a house, kids, all of that stuff. I think we're in the prime time to bake in new joy every day. Okay,
any which way you can think of it. Add in some sprinkles.
Exactly.
Add in some berries or something. Because I was thinking, like, as an adult, because like as a kid, you have people signing you up for clubs or like offering you like hobbies and stuff. As an adult, you got to go find them.
Yes.
As an adult, you got to go find them.
And that's hobbies. A learning curve that we don't talk about. I'm like, oh shoot. My mama not about to just fill out this registration form for me to play soccer.
No, you gotta do it yourself. You gotta pay the fee yourself.
Exactly. Paying the fee is where it's at.
You gotta be, if you want to, you gotta be disciplined to like carry out. And that's why like paying for certain stuff up front kind of help. But you know, my hobbies are the audiobooks. I think I read a little too much.
How many?
Actually,
tell these people how many books you done read this year, Tyra.
As of yesterday, I read 52 books. That was my reading goal, was 52 books for 52 weeks of the year. 52. And I hit my goal.
This girl read 50. It's August. I mean, congratulations,
Thank
but
you.
it is August. And meanwhile, a lot of these books, well, she picked all the books for the book club, y'all. So if you are not already a member of the book club, the link is down below in the description or if you're on YouTube, in the description, if you're listening, in the show notes of the episode. But we have a fun time over there. And once again, fake it till you bake it. That's one of the books. But we do 2 books. Tell them we do 2 books a month.
Yeah, we do 2 books a month, and the main book is usually like self-help, or it has some kind of message, advice that we want people to like take with them for the month. And then I wanted to make sure we always have like a romance alternative book for all of our like lover girls in the chat, because you know we're all lover girls at heart.
We really are. I really enjoyed this book. I'm not even lying, and I loved listening to the audiobook version. I know my friend Alexis, she cannot read an audiobook. She wants to put like the voices in her own mind. Like, you know,
That's
people
very
love
fair. Yeah. Sometimes a narrator will stop me from listening to a book.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
I'll save that for later.
Yeah, 100%. Like, what books are they? Like The Wedding Proposal. Who wrote Jasmine? Not, I was about to say Jasmine Guy. What's her name?
Jasmine
Guillory. Jasmine Guillory. I cannot read her books because of the narrator. And it's not that I just don't vibe with the narrator's voice. I was like, it's not that her voice is like hard to listen to or anything. Well, it's hard for me to listen to. I don't vibe with it. I just don't vibe with it, y'all.
I feel like one time we talked about how the audiobooks sometimes will have somebody of a different country with an accent.
Yes.
And the book is like set in New York. And I know that British people exist in New York, but
why is you British reading this book about the New York subway? No,
thank you.
Exactly. I need to be able to fully immerse myself in that. So you can tell that the narrator is Black on this book here. And also when I was reading The Kiss Countdown, absolutely loved it.
I appreciate when they keep it consistent.
Yeah. I definitely love that. How do you feel about books that are, we're getting off topic, but it don't matter. How do you feel about books that are like dual narrated? Like if it's a woman and a man?
I like it. I like it it helps. It definitely helps differentiate the characters sometimes. But some of these female narrators, these Black female narrators, be killing it. Like their little deep voice, you know, it's not going to do too much for you. But I can tell that it's the other person. That's the main thing that matters.
Yeah, that's true.
They do a good job.
That's definitely true. Yeah, I enjoy it. I don't know what it was. I'll have to look on my Audible, but it was it Kennedy Ryan? No, it wasn't Kennedy Ryan book, but it was a book that I read, super short read, and it was dually narrated, and it just felt like I was watching TV or a radio show. Let me say a radio show. Like I was like, oh, I actually like this. I like this a lot. Like I want to listen to more books this way, because some people be like, oh, it's an audiobook. You didn't really read. Girl, leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent on if you think audiobooks aren't real books, then you're ableist.
Yeah, okay.
Because, you know, that's not...
It literally is the book.
It helped. It's the book. The author still wrote the book.
Exactly.
I bet I know what it say. And I bet you don't know what happened, and I do.
Exactly. Because I'm not about... Girl, I can't.
I can never find the time to sit down with it. And I also do it for like financial reasons. Like I try not to spend money on books until I know that I like them. So audiobooks are like, for the most part, a free, easy way to, you know, figure out what books you like.
Yeah, because you can use Libby. Tyra uses Libby. I use Audible. I do buy credits on Audible for mine. But back to baking the joy in. So for you, what joy have you baked into your routine lately? And what routine or what rituals do you want to return to? Or if there are any?
For sure. Lately, I've been making sure to utilize my apartment complex's pool.
Ooh.
I get my little floaty tube. I put in my AirPods and I'm listening to a book in the pool while my phone is over on a table.
Okay.
I've done that like 4 times this summer already.
Okay.
And I'm rocking with it. There was one book I read that was like a shark romance.
Shark?
Oh,
like it was animals in love?
No. The 2 characters, they're Black. They are Black. The 2 characters are like shark researchers.
Oh, okay.
And my silly self was listening to it in the pool. And then I started having to panic. But yeah, that is one way that I'm trying to enjoy LA while I live here. And I don't really have any inklings to move anytime soon. I do like it here. The weather helps.
Yeah.
But I want to take more advantage I want to take better advantage of the stuff that I have in my apartment complex, and then local communities, events and stuff. I want to make sure I get back into that.
Yeah.
So what are some things you're trying to put back into your routine?
Put back into my routine. I think the biggest thing that I was just talking to my mama about this. The biggest thing that I'm trying to put back into my routine, because I'm doing all of my hobbies. Like that hasn't,
luckily.
Yeah, that hasn't stopped. I do want to do more hosting and stuff. I'm having an ice cream party and I have some stuff planned throughout the rest of the year. But the biggest thing that I want to put back into my routine is physically going to church. Right. I really need to be back in the house of the Lord.
Because I can see how it could get stagnant and kind of become a passive thing if you're only doing like the
online.
virtual stuff.
It's just so crazy how COVID really made us a virtual first society. It's so crazy. And I still see myself in that a lot.
Same.
And I'm like, okay, first of all, I need to find a new church home, or I would like to find one that's like closer to home. So I'm not commuting so much. And I mean, I get it. I was going to one church and it's not that far, but I grew up, church was 2 minutes up the road.
Girl,
okay.
I can walk to my church.
Exactly. Walk so you can walk. Yeah. So that's a quest that I'm looking for. I want to put that back into my routine. Actually physically going into church and also finding more Christian friends so that we can like do Bible study and, things like that. That's the thing that's the top of my list for sure.
Nice. Something for the soul.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I need a little bit more soul work right now. So I would say that for me. What's your cupcake moment? Like a small moment or like a sweet win that reminded you that you really is that girl. Like you got this. Like
this feels like we were just talking about being fake and LA people, but this feels a little stuff. But like I recently hit 200 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
Ooh.
And my channel also just turned 8 years old. And for the longest, my goal was 100 subscribers. And I think I got that like last year. And so to see the jump, and I've also been actively trying to be more consistent with the content and stuff. But
you have.
Seeing that number, seeing 202 on my little app right now, I'm like, not there's people wanting to listen to me.
Right.
Okay, I'll make some videos for y'all. I'm sorry.
That's good. That's good. 200 people is a lot. Imagine 200 people in this room right now.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling myself. I'm like, I would be very overwhelmed.
Okay. Exactly. Cupcake moment for me. Okay, I told you this already. Maybe that's why I wasn't thinking about it. But nobody else really. You're like the only person I told this. I just got a collab opportunity with my favorite cookie place in West Hollywood. Cookies. This is so on brand for this, actually. So Junior Cookie is my favorite cookie place. I first had them. I went to an escape room that had just like had their launch party, grand opening, whatever. And they had these cookies in this pink box. And I was like, okay, let me try one of these cookies. Fire.
Oh, okay.
Delicious. And this is back when Crumble was like at the top of their game and everybody was getting Crumble cookies. And I was always like, Crumble cookies are so big. They taste good. They're super sweet, but they're also too big. Like what?
They're big and they're a very particular texture.
Yes, exactly. So Junior cookies are like mini size. So they're like probably about a little bit bigger than $50, honestly, which I love. So they're poppable. It doesn't feel too indulgent if you eat the whole box that you get, because they come in like sets of 2. So you can get like 4 cookies. And I'm like, okay, I don't feel bad eating these, because if you put them all together, it adds up to less than one less than one crumble cookie. So I've been following them for a while, and I'm always going over there to get cookies. So that day that I first had them, I immediately went into the store. It's a mom and pop shop. It's actually a mother. Yeah, it's a mother and son. They make everything in-house. They took me to the back so I could see everything, because I was like, I came straight here from this. And they're like, oh yeah, we did make those cookies today. And I was like, I love these so much. I'm also a pastry chef. I love what y'all are doing. Baby, I'm gonna be in here every week. And for the longest, I was in there every week. I was also getting people gifts from there. So I just got to know like the mother and son and all of that stuff. And they messaged me on Instagram a few weeks ago and were like, hey, do you want to do a collab cookie? And I was like, what?
Well, I surely do.
Me? Yes. So I'm super excited to do that. It's going to probably be in October when we actually go live with the flavor.
Mhm.
And I was like, I want to make it a thing. Like whenever it goes live, I want to be able to say, hey, y'all, like do like not a real pop-up at the place,
Right.
but like let's all pop up and let's all taste this cookie at the
Right.
place. That's what I really want to do.
That is
I'm
a
excited.
very sweet moment.
It's so sweet.
That's very sweet. You is that girl.
I'm that girl. Like that.
Actually, what Beyonce said.
What she said.
I'm that girl.
Oh, I'm that girl. We are not our failures. We're not our detours. We're not even our best or most careful laid out plans. We're dynamic people. We're constantly becoming, constantly unfolding, and there's so much room to surprise ourselves. So there's a moment in the book when Jada finally lets her guard down with Donovan, and she stops pretending that she has everything under control, and she stops faking the best version of herself. And she just shows up honestly with her messy feelings, her fears, her hopes, her dreams, all of it. And it's raw, it's vulnerable, and it reminds us that real connection and growth don't come from perfection, but from the courage to show up authentically as you, even when it feels scary or even uncomfortable. I think it's a beautiful example of how sometimes we truly do have to fake it a little until we can bake the real thing. The genuine joy, the love, and the confidence that come from simply showing up as ourselves. So if you feel like you've been faking it, keep letting it cook, or should I say, keep letting it bake, because every misstep is really just a setup for something sweeter. Uh-oh, y'all. You know what time it is. It is time for our fun closing segment. And today's closing segment is what we got. We have Rank 'em.
Rank 'em.
Oh, God. Okay, so today we're going to be ranking our top 5 desserts.
Personally, these answers might be different.
You know what? I think they may be different. And I have to think if I'm going to rank it as a pastry chef or as just like,
as an enjoyer.
Yeah.
You can do both.
I'm gonna probably mix it up. Okay, so on the list we have cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
We got brownies.
Correct.
We got cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
We got cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And we got pie.
Okay.
I'm immediately putting cheesecake at number 5.
Well,
here's why. I'm putting cheesecake at number 5 because I don't ever gravitate towards cheesecake. If there is anything, actually I'm lying. Let's say if there are any of the rest of them on the list or in the vicinity, I'm probably not going to go for the cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
And the only market research I have on that is I was at a potluck the other day and I grabbed a cookie and I brought cupcakes.
Okay.
It had cheesecake there. It had brownies there as well. I did not go for either one of those, honestly.
Telling.
I love a key lime pie, which is technically cheesecake, but it's not cheesecake for real, because it's only made with eggs and sweet condensed milk for real, and then a little bit of lime juice.
So you know all the chemistry. I just know what it tastes like.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not a cheesecake because cheesecake is made with cream cheese.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I love like going to Cheesecake Factory. You know what? Let me rethink.
No. Don't try to switch it up now. You said cheesecake at the bottom. Cheesecake.
Well, okay. That's how I'm gonna do mine off of how much I eat these. I don't never go for, like, I'm gonna give them cheesecake. I don't never say that. Ever. Okay, so what's your number? We'll both go up at the same time. 5.
From the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
5 for me is cheesecake.
I'm thinking if I had each of these things in my house and
at the same time,
and I could eat one a day for a work week, but I'm saving the best for last because that's how I get down.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Pie Pie is at the bottom. Pie is at the bottom.
You know how many pies it is out there?
I do know how many pies it is out there. And there's only two of them. Like, two of them I like.
But cheesecake is only cheesecake. You put toppings on.
You ever had brownie cheesecake? Red velvet cheesecake?
I mean, yeah, I've had red. I've had red velvet cheesecake. I've never had brownie cheesecake though. Okay, all right. So for 4, not even gonna lie, I'll have to go cupcakes.
I'd also go cupcakes.
Yeah, I have to go cupcakes on 4.
No shade to Donovan. But cupcakes don't be doing that much pull.
They don't. But here's the thing: whenever I do have like a good cupcake, though, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want another one of these.
And for me, I don't like sprinkles. And so,
I hate sprinkles.
And a lot of like store bought cupcakes come with a whole bunch of sprinkles. I don't want that hard, crunchy stuff on my stuff.
Exactly. That hard, crunchy stuff on my stuff.
I'm eating a cupcake.
Exactly. I don't buy store bought cupcakes.
Well, that makes sense.
Because they be putting those hard sprinkles on there. The icing is made with Crisco or lard or something like that. More so, exactly. It's not pleasant on the palate. But like if I have a cupcake with like a little bit of ice, normally I will just knock the frosting off.
I'll take off a lot of the frosting as long as I get off all them sprinkles.
Yeah, I definitely will do that. But I do love a good cupcake, but it's definitely not at the top of the list. I would go 3. I'm going cookie.
Oh, wow.
I'm going cookie for number 3.
For number 3, I think I'll go cheesecake.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I want cheesecake to be higher, but the other ones outrank it a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like I know where we're going for number 1. I feel like I know where we're going. Cookies for me, cookies are great.
Cookies are great. Cookies are versatile.
They are. But if I see a cookie, a brownie, and a pie, I'm going to pick the brownie or the pie before the cookie. Especially,
really?
Yeah. Especially if it's like, I love sweet potato pie. I really do. I also love my grandma's buttermilk pie and my grandma's white potato pie. Like those types of pie. I'm not just talking like regular pie. Like apple pie is good, but I'm not. Some people are like total slurs for apple pie.
Yes. Apple pie has like its own culture these days.
Yes, it definitely does. I'm not a slur for that, but I do love like a fun pie, buttermilk pie, white potato pie, chess pie, Mississippi mud pie.
See, these are like family, like deep family, because you're not just gonna find an easy recipe for that on Pinterest. Like you gotta know somebody or somebody who knows somebody put it on Pinterest.
Yes, and you only get these pies during the holidays.
Only the holidays. We might make 4, and you might be able to take one home.
Exactly.
We're not making this in like March.
Exactly. I think I'm gonna make pies this holiday for people if they want them. I might do that. What we on? 2? Okay. Well, we gonna know what number 1 is. Okay, so let's do this. Our number 1 pick. We're gonna say it at the same time. Okay. Are you ready?
You gonna count down?
Yeah, I'm gonna count down. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Brownies.
I love me a brownie. Now the
brownies are so
brownies
good.
At Ralph's.
No, they do. I get the
little individual
ones, I get the
and
small
they be having the ones with the little cheesecake swirl.
Oh, I haven't gotten those.
Delicious.
Okay, I need to try. Brownies are so good. Like I can make myself sick eating brownies.
Same.
I'm like, oh my god. Sometimes I just let it sit in my mouth. Like I just be like,
all right,
too much. Okay,
like
I just let it sit in my mouth. Though, for real.
I just love a brownie. Like anytime I get a brownie, I'm like, I just need a scoop of vanilla ice cream as well. And I don't need it to be warm, but a warm brownie. A brownie a la mode.
Oh, I might make brownies today.
And then my problem is that like I love blondies too.
I need to have more blondies.
I love a blondie. Like I once perfected my blondie recipe, but now my oven is messed up, so I can't make it as often as I want to. But brownies, blondies, we go together.
Yes, I love it. So that means my number 2 is pie. Your number 2 is cookies.
I wanted to ask, how do you like your cookies? Are you a crispy cookie?
I'm not. I'm a soft. It needs to be soft. But I don't like underdone cookies. Right. I just don't like it to be like super chewy unless I'm actually having a shortbread cookie. Like I want my shortbread.
is different.
Yes,
Like
I
that's a
need that
specific-
snap. I need that snap. I gotta have that snap on my cookies. But I am a slower for store-bought cookies. Like I love Famous Amos. I love the Lotus Biscoff cookies. I love I was about to say Pillsbury, but it's not Pillsbury. Pepperidge Farm. Oh my gosh,
okay.
all of those are good. And then the Elf. What is
You say Elf?
the
the Keebler.
Keebler?
I do love me a Keebler.
Keebler. Oh
fudge
my
stripes.
gosh.
I love
Yeah,
a fudge stripe.
I love those cookies, but that's the type of like hard cookie I like.
Okay.
If it's like a bakery cookie, I need it soft from the interior to the exterior, baby.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like
What
a
about
crispy
you?
edge.
Okay.
Not too much of a chew or undercook in the middle, but I do
Mhm.
like it to be crispy and like a little soft, like a little bendable, little
Yeah.
bend and snap.
Yeah. A little bit in the snap. Yeah, I love a Stroop waffle too. Like those.
I do love a Stroop waffle.
Oh my
Trader Joe's got some good
gosh.
Stroop
Oh,
waffles.
I've seen them, but I didn't get them because I was like, I
Delish.
like the actual brand that we be
Mhm.
getting on the flight sometimes. What is that? United have those? Who have
don't-
those? Somebody used to have
somebody.
them. Somebody used to have them because I used to bring my brother one every time I would fly home.
Mhm.
It had to be United or American.
Mhm.
Them the only two that I be. Them the
That I
only
was
two.
flying.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, so cookie number 2. Okay, so our top definitely came. So
Yeah.
I got my lineup is brownie, pie, cookie, cupcake, cheesecake,
Okay.
and you got brownie, cookie.
Cheesecake, cupcake, pie.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
I
Pie is
know the
good.
pie being at the bottom is not sitting right with
No,
me.
it's not because pie is good as
I
hell.
only really like pecan pie.
I love a good pecan pie.
That's the all right.
Yeah. Stop. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Move on.
It's just that I grew up on a pecan farm. My great grandmother had pecan trees. I know how to crack them.
No, really. I used to go pick pecans with my great grandma Lily, my pawpaw mama, all the time. Meanwhile, I made my pawpaw pecan pie from the pecans from his tree when I
Mhm.
went home for was that Christmas last year? I think that's when that's when I made it. I made him that and a pineapple upside down cake. It's just all those rustic southern treats.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
I prefer that over any of these that's on this list though. Like
Yeah.
the rustic ones that you only get at the house, like a jelly cake or a tea cake, sock it to me
I
cake.
just want like a normal, like a nice pound cake.
Yes.
A nice pound cake with a little ice.
Yes. A nice pound cake.
Lemon pound.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 7-Up cake. Ugh.
I think I had 7-Up cake for the first time. Something you threw. I don't remember what it was you threw that I came to. It wasn't your birthday party, I don't think. You didn't have... That was the first time I had beignets, was at your birthday party.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know that. Okay. I got to have more. I got to do more beignets as well. I'm trying to think what's going to be the fun thing at the ice cream party, but I think it's going to be funnel cake. Mm-hmm.
See, I ain't put funnel cake.
Exactly. That's the thing. We can't even really rank for real.
I was trying
We
to keep
did
it to 5. But
yeah.
I was trying to 5 basic desserts.
Yeah, we had the basic. Okay, so outside of these 5, what's your go-to? Like, this is... Hold on, I got a 2-part question. So in the book, the best-selling flavor that Donovan had at Sugar Bliss was vanilla. And I'm just like, what is with this vanilla? Vanilla, 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 vanilla. Ain't no way. And so what's your favorite flavor outside of everything? Favorite flavor dessert. And outside of these 5 things, what is your favorite dessert outside of these?
I think vanilla might be one of the best flavors to ever exist. Especially with some Madagascar vanilla beans.
Yeah.
I'm a vanilla girl. I love anything that can come in vanilla. I might want to try that first.
Mm-hmm.
I do love vanilla. So that's my favorite cupcake flavor. I do love a red velvet cake, but that's very touch and go. We had those red velvet little bites at that event. That was the best. The AI event.
Oh yes,
that was the best red velvet cake I've had in a while. But it was just a little bite.
Yeah,
but you got to make it the right way. You got to do the vinegar. It's vinegar, right?
Vinegar and baking soda. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the chemical reaction. You need that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been really into store-bought donuts lately. Like
really,
Ralph's donuts, donut holes. They've been kind of good.
I love a good donut hole, though. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm a very sweet treat kind of girl, and we usually don't have a ton of sweet treats in the house, but I think we have 3 in the house right now, which is a bit much. But my favorite dessert consistently is Ben & Jerry's strawberry cheesecake pint.
Fun fact, I don't get jiggy with Ben & Jerry's.
And that's why I do the strawberry cheesecake, because it's the most basic flavor they got.
Right. Like they be doing, it'd be too much of a party in my mouth. It's a absolute rager, and I don't like ragers in my mouth. I don't.
Fair.
I don't
Most
like
people
that.
wouldn't.
But speaking of your favorite flavor, yes, vanilla reigns supreme. My favorite ice cream flavor, vanilla. Oh, my favorite icing flavor, vanilla. Vanilla buttercream.
Yep.
But outside of the desserts that we talked about, including pies and all of that, I would say I am a total slower for beignets, for real. Like for real, for real. For real, for real.
No.
Like not for fake.
Like I've never had a beignet I didn't like.
Oh my gosh.
For sure.
You probably won't ever have one. Like they're so good. Oh, you know what else I like that's not, well, I mean, this can be a dessert, but it's not really a dessert. Biscuits.
Okay.
Oh God.
You that kind of country. You country.
You funny? Yes, a good biscuit with like a peach jam. Well, I sounded real country saying that.
With a peach jam and some whipped cream.
Okay.
In there, strawberry cheesecake with a biscuit.
My gosh. Yes. That's a good dessert as well. Anyways, that's it.
That's it. Read the book if you want to read the book.
Yes.
It's a good book.
Yes, y'all read the book.
There's a sequel.
Oh, yes. And then let's just talk about the ending. First of all,
what was you going to say about or did we already cover it? What you didn't want to tell me before, you wanted to wait?
I can't remember what exactly it was I was about to say because I was like, Tyra, stop thinking about it.
Men.
What was it?
What did Donovan do? Was it during one of their scenes?
I didn't like how he just let her walk away. I didn't like how he just I didn't like how his friends, and I get it that it's probably because they're gonna make like 3 books and each of the friends get a book, but the friends were too like not standoffish, but they were too out of it for me.
They were too uninvolved.
Yes, they were too uninvolved. I wish the friends would have said a little bit more, other than the little bit of corpse that they had every now and then, and been like, dude, go ahead and date this girl. Like, what are we waiting on? Like, why did it take 20 some chapters for this? And then at the end, I was like, dang, they got engaged when?
I feel like that's how a lot of these books go. It do be making me mad in the epilogue that they be like, oh, we got engaged 1 year later, or we're already pregnant 1 year later. And I'm like, Savannah, slow down.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But then I'm like, okay, well, that's looking like what's going to be my life now. I'm about to be 31. Baby, you got 4 months to marry me. I'm sorry. You got 4 months. Well, you got, let me see, 6.5.
Time's still ticking.
You got 6.5 months from us dating seriously to us actually like getting married.
Making some progress.
Getting engaged, not getting married, getting engaged. Because my line sister, she got engaged and she was married before the 6-month mark. And I was like, girl, yes. But they had been dating for a while, but still like 6 months. Don't play with me. Because I still want, no matter how old I am, or maybe when I get older, I won't say this, but I still want like that first year for just us. I don't want to like just have kids right when So come on.
And then to some degree, when you find the person and you know. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, we're in a rush, but there's no real reason for a rush, but it's kind of in a rush.
Yeah. I'm in a rush now because I ain't got no prospects. That's really what it is.
Well, don't say it like that.
Well, I mean that in the best way possible, because I'm like, okay, don't waste my time when I'm talking to men. And I'm like, okay, if you waste my time, I really got to move around, like for real. That's it. But anyways, Fake It Till You Bake It was a very good book. Let me know if you guys enjoyed having Miss Tyra B on the podcast. If you want to see her around here a lot more, just let us know, and definitely join the book club. You'll hear from her twice a month. Twice a month, and then in the Fable group discussions and all of that, you'll hear from Tyra B a lot more if you join in on the book club. And you can read at your own pace, y'all. It's not
you don't
a heavy
finish
lift
that month.
Exactly.
You don't gotta read both. That's
exactly. Yes, exactly. So I had fun. This was really good. I really want to do more of the bookish type of episodes. This was fun. So thank you guys so much for listening. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button down below if you are watching on our YouTube channel. But if you are listening on your favorite listening platform, make sure you leave us a rating and a review. They help out so much. And I will see you guys again next week, or maybe on a Pep Talk Wednesday. I don't even know when this episode is going live, but I'll see y'all again soon. This is Affirmations for Black Girls.